how it happened that African people got settled in Colombia?
Well, actually, it's a very sad story because during the colonization, the colonizers came and they started to use the indigenous as workers, to build the colonies.
Who brought them?
Spanish colonizers.
Okay, Spaniards.
Spanish. So, due to the sickness and hard work, mostly of the indigenous people started to die, unfortunately.
Okay.
And to replace them, the Spanish colonizers, they started to bring people from Africa.
Okay.
And I'm not sure about the quantity of people, how many people they brought from Africa.
Okay. Colombia, if you see, it has Amazon, it has Andes, and it has Caribbean coast as well. And in the single country, you have taste of 3 continents. What you have to say and share to our viewers about that? Pablo.
As you say, and other people consider like someone who really makes a lot of damage in Colombia.
What is one thing that world constantly gets wrong about Colombia?
That Colombia is a violent and dangerous country. This is not anymore like that.
Cumbia was ever introduced by this country? Sebestian, who is
Hello.
also famously known as DJ SebCastle. He works as a HR in a corpo, and during his weekends and free time, he is a DJ. He is very known and popular in this part of Poland because of his DJ performance. He organizes a lot of events, Latino, Colombian, all South American events, let's say. And you will find his profile on Instagram in the description below. In this journey, we are going to talk about art, music, culture, food, and we will also know a bit of history of Colombia. So Seb, welcome to What the Fun, and how you feel today?
Very good. Thank you very much for the invitation. I appreciate the opportunity to be here.
I am really privileged. So, speaking of Colombia, how is the art culture you think is in Colombia?
Well, we are a country like very appreciate the art, the culture, especially the music. Music is a very important part of us as Colombians. I would say like the famous artists we have, like the recognized artist named Fernando Botero in the side of the painting.
Okay.
And on the side of writing, we have Gabriel Garcia Marquez, is the author of the book 100 Years of Solitude. I hope to translate very good because In Spanish, it will be quite longer. About music, we have also very, very known people like Shakira, Carlos Vives, J Balvin.
Yeah.
We will talk about more of them.
Provide some information about the carnival that happens in Colombia.
Yes, we have the Carnaval de Barranquilla, it's like Carnival of Barranquilla. It's the most famous carnival in Colombia because it's the representation of the fusion of the cultures like European, indigenous, and African. There you can find people dressing very colorful dresses and join with the music. Also, special characters, characteristic creatures like of the festival, like the famous Marimonda. It's like this creature looks like an elephant but with big eyes. You know, this is mostly of the big things like catching the attention of the people. You know, so it's a very, very important carnival. Also, it's recognized by UNESCO as human award or UNESCO. It's a UNESCO award.
Okay. Do you recommend foreigners traveling in Colombia to visit this carnival? It is something like people can well mingle, people accept foreigners in this kind of carnivals?
Absolutely. Barranquilla is one of the most popular cities in Colombia because of the vibe, the beaches, and the people. You know, so. Very, very, let's say hybrid or very multicultural country.
This Afro-Colombian identity, how it happened that African people got settled in Colombia?
Well, actually, it's a very sad story because during the colonization, the colonizers came and they started to use the indigenous as workers, you know, to build the colonies.
Who brought them?
Spanish colonizers.
Okay, Spaniard.
Spanish. So due to the sickness and hard work, mostly of the indigenous people started to die, unfortunately.
Okay.
And to replace them, the Spanish colonizers, they started to bring people from Africa.
Okay.
And I'm not sure about the quantity of people, how many people they brought from Africa. The calculations, I mean,
The most famous one, maybe it's time for coffee.
Of course.
Colombians and coffee go hand in hand. So what's the coffee culture looks like there?
For us, coffee is very, very necessary to start our day. This is the first thing we do when we got up. We just drink coffee, usually black coffee. We name it also tinto, because tinto is like a really not small, but a little piece of coffee that we used to drink in the mornings to start the day.
Okay.
And for us, it's very important the coffee should be sweet, with
Sweet coffee. Oh.
Yes, it should be with sugar, and I think it's necessary. For some of us, it's not coffee without tasting nothing.
Oh, okay.
Other people has different opinion about that, but I need the.
So what kind of coffee you cultivate, like Colombians? Hard, it's very strong, mild.
It depends with the area also, because I was telling you Colombia is a very, very multicultural country, but mostly we drink like between soft and medium. Colombian coffee is more popular to be very soft coffee, so it's very important also the area where it's growing.
Yeah. Okay. Coming to Europe, did you change your behavior, like not without sweet, or you still take?
No, I still take it.
Oh, okay, so you're so Colombian still.
Of course.
By the way, may I ask how long you are here?
In Europe, around 17 years.
17 years. Okay, so you are European Colombian, let's say, or you're
Kinda.
Colombian or European.
I consider myself like an hybrid,
A hybrid.
Yeah.
Okay.
Between one culture and the other.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
definitely.
Okay. So Colombia, if you see, it has Amazon, it has Andes, and it has Caribbean coast as well. And in the single country, you have taste of 3 continents. What you have to say and share to our viewers about that?
Well, that in many different parts is something totally different. The food in the Caribbean is different. The food close to Andes is very also different, and I would say it depends more on the weather.
Okay.
Yeah, because for example, it's very weird. Like if you see someone from the Caribbean eating hot soup, it's not common. They also do that, but it's not very common. It's more common dishes like ajiaco.
Okay.
It's like a soup. I don't know. Maybe in Poland it's jurek.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
it's like
so-
something like that, but with Colombian ingredients.
Okay.
That it's very popular in Bogota.
Okay.
So this.
And you have 3 different kind of reasons. Let's say when we say Caribbean coast, Andes, and this Amazon. So the food really changes with the region, or there is something like one food.
Because we like how it tastes,
Taste,
you
okay.
know. So it's not very common, and people say, "Oh, how you can do that?" It's very strange, but for us, we really like, So
Okay,
yeah.
so in that case, if I have to ask, let's say Peru has ceviche, Mexico has tacos, so Colombia has
Arepas,
arepas.
yes,
Okay, we need to try. It's available here.
of course. You can find in Little India.
The recipe.
Yeah, the recipe for do arepas for sure. Yeah, actually, it's this this is the small and stupid fight we have with Venezuela, to saying like who is from who has the original arepa, where it comes from arepa, you know.
So there is something unique I heard, like countries fighting over the dish. That's nice way of fighting.
Yes, because they say like no, arepa is from Venezuela, and we say no, arepa is from Colombia. But the point is like the arepa is not from Colombia, but it's not from Venezuela.
Okay.
It's more, it's older than the Colombia and Venezuela before they were countries, you know.
Okay.
Actually, it's an indigenous dish. It comes from corn. So actually, in whole countries of South America and Central America, indigenous were making very popular dishes with corn. And as you said, in Mexico they create the tortilla and they have tacos.
Okay.
We create the arepa, and in other sides of South America they have other types of dishes, but always with corn. Corn was the base
So
of
corn
everything.
is always there. So
Totally.
which means you produce a lot of corn.
Yes, we have.
Okay.
If I have to say where it comes from, arepa is an indigenous dish, definitely.
Okay, cool. After talking about food, what do you do in Colombia? Is it dance?
It depends. Depends on what do you want to know we do exactly, because we are, of course we dance. This is part of our life.
Okay.
Let's say we grew up with music.
Okay.
So
then I have a question for you. Vallenato, this form of genre, music genre. Charm.
no, I would say like it's getting more popular with the time, and more young people is still listening vallenato, the old ones and the new ones.
Since you spoke about cumbia, so cumbia, which originated in Colombia, and I think it became the DNA of whole South American country. If I am to assume like it's kind of a DNA to South American country, does it sound correct?
It's correct, yes.
Okay. And how it happened? It left Colombia and become DNA of all other neighboring countries.
Well, cumbia is, as I was telling you before, also the product of the mixing cultures, the three main cultures, European, African, and indigenous. A good representative artist about this was Toto de la Momposina. So she unfortunately is not between us anymore. But the cumbia was a music genre that also spread in Latin America. In the way like every country developed their own style of cumbia.
Okay.
I would say the most known and popular cumbia style is Argentina, la cumbia villera.
Okay.
Yeah, in this moment, you know, because it's very commercial and people knows how to sound and they recognize it easily. But every country, like Peru, Ecuador, maybe Venezuela not, but the others develop their own style of cumbia, you know. But the original ones is from Colombia, and it has a specific type of dance, you know.
Okay. And I have heard a Colombian band here, which I like, and I don't know it has roots like which country it is adapted towards. Let's say here there's a Faustina, there's a band.
Faustina Calavera.
Yeah.
This is Chilean cumbia.
Chilean.
Yeah. Greetings from her, from them if they are seeing me. And yeah, this is another style of cumbia, Chilean cumbia.
How it is possible that Colombia, as a small country, has produced such a big music artist like Shakira, Maluma, J Balvin? How it is possible with a small country you have big artists and they are so international? What's the culture? What's in the culture there that they are producing such nice artists?
Well, as I was telling you before, we grew up with music every time. It's very common. We wake up at 7 a.m. and play music outside, and also our parents is always teaching us music. So their case is not too different to our cases, So the thing is like all these big artists, they had the opportunity to develop this talent, People like Shakira. Shakira is very popular in Poland. Many people knows about her, like
it's a worldwide sensation.
Yes, totally. And also we have J Balvin, typical song like Mi Gente, Loco Contigo, all these songs. He's also very popular in Colombia. And we have the example of Carlos Vives.
This is what I wanted to ask. There is a famous, but I heard very less of him. But I have heard like he's a greatest of all time.
Yes, his music is mostly the mixing of let's say vallenato plus indigenous culture. There's no a specified type of music to define his style of music, but he's doing this style for, I don't know, since he started, and he's now famous because of that. I mean, he was doing some pop reggaeton in the middle, but mostly he dedicated his life to this kind of music.
Next question is very interesting. Suppose you close your eyes, you are in Colombia, Medellin versus Bogota on Saturday night. What music you will hear?
In Medellin, for sure, I will hear some reggaeton.
Okay.
I will hear J Balvin or Ryan Castro. Ryan Castro is another popular reggaeton singer in this moment. Or if I go, the other question was Bogota.
Bogota.
Yeah. For Bogota, I don't know what to say because I don't know any artist from this city. So for me, the perspective is more directed to Medellin. So yeah.
Okay. Do you also have different dialects of Spanish there in Colombia?
Yes, we have 70 languages.
17?
Yes.
Whoa.
70.
Oh, 70?
Yeah. 70.
70.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. The main one is Spanish. 90% of people speak Spanish. But the other languages are native languages. They are just spoken in small communities of indigenous people, like Chibcha. I would say not Kalima anymore because Chibcha is one of the or Muisca.
Yeah. This reminds me, where exactly in Colombia you are from?
I am from Palmira.
And what language you speak there? Which dialect?
No, we speak Spanish because
Spanish,
it's
right?
city.
Okay.
We don't have close any indigenous community, so we just speak full Spanish.
Okay. If we have to find you on map, can you give some reference in which region, near to which area, any landmarks or something where we can pin you down?
Yes. So if you see in the map Cali, is one of the most popular cities in Colombia. Cali, Bogota, and Medellin. So Palmira is just 30 minutes from Cali. Like there's exactly one road that connects Cali and Palmira.
Okay. So remember, when we are in Colombia, we have to find him. If he is there. If he is not there, then we have to meet his parents and say, salute.
Of course.
Okay. Pablo Escobar and the cartel.
Okay.
Okay. This is going to be
Well, you know, and yeah. So this is the relation we had. No, they don't say, "Oh, coffee, Shakira or Maluma or whatever." You know, they say Pablo Escobar.
Pablo Escobar.
That's quite a bit annoying, and
I
that's
think it's the fascination of people with this cartel. I will say like romance with the cartel, which they think it fascinates. I think
yes.
somewhere in their mind.
Yeah, I also personally think like the series, the Pablo Escobar series in Netflix, they gave to the people wrong image about the topic because before of this series, many people here in Europe or in other parts of the world they didn't know about Pablo Escobar. You know,
Yeah.
so they have this image like this guy was some kind of hero, but it wasn't. You know, absolutely.
Okay. Here he built houses for the poor. He used to distribute cash in slums. He also had football clubs and he was supporting a lot to the neighborhood. So most of them are true.
Yes, it's true, totally true. He built a neighborhood in Medellin named Barrio Pablo Escobar. I'm not sure if the neighborhood still existing, but probably they changed the name to the situation. But the neighborhood's still there.
Speaking about Pablo Escobar, you have any memories during those time when you were growing up? You heard of any story which you can try to share with us?
Not specific story, but I remember during my first years in Colombia, the violence was something very, very common to hear. Someone was murdered, or someone was killed, someone died in these conditions, or there was very common to hear about car bombs, bomb cars, that sometimes these people put it on the streets, kill innocent people. It was something very, very common in these years.
Okay. So Pablo Escobar keeps fascinating people. Netflix series. It has made Pablo a icon. So how Colombians see this series as a reality or it's something like not reality which has been showed but how normal Colombians feel about it?
I would say like for us it's just like Hollywood movie. You know,
Okay.
this is not real what Netflix is showing in the series because it's an adaptation for the real story. However, we don't see with good eyes this promoting of narcos successful life because it's not real success. You know, many people consider, oh, okay, maybe if I do this, I will just no. This is the mistake Netflix made to people. And actually, during my first trips to Central Europe, when I came here to Poland, even when I was in Slovakia, I saw businesses with the name of Pablo Escobar. You know,
Okay.
The first business I saw in Slovakia, it was in a village. I don't remember the name. Dolnekovim was the name, Slovakia, and there was place named Escobar Burgers, and
Pablo Escobar burger.
and the face of him was
Okay.
in the main entrance of the.
Okay.
Even I have a photo. I will show you later. But this was, and I asked to the guys like, do they know who's this person? And the guys, the Slovak guys, say, oh yes, he's from the Netflix. You know, this means like people doesn't have this perspective we have about Pablo Escobar, and also and they were trying to force some changes in the country, you know. But at the same time, they were, let's say, not helping their own people, because they were asking for taxes, like revolutionary taxes, to the people who was living in the countryside, to keep them moving on.
Okay.
After 90s, 80s, they started to be financial by the drugs, by cocaine and by all these things.
So it's something like they have a manifesto and agenda, but somewhere down the line they kind of moved away and aligned towards money, like more money minded, and how to generate revenues.
Yeah, because in some point they hadn't any tools or ways to finance the movement. So they started to do not very good things, like kidnap people
For money?
For money, yes.
Okay.
We have a famous case about one Colombian politician named Ingrid Betancourt, who was kidnapped for many. Who was kidnapped for many, I would say 6-7 years, and she was living on the forest with them. They were keeping her alive until finally the army found her, and they rescued her, and they sent her to France.
And this FARC movement was overlapping with the period of cartel, or it was later even?
No, in some point they were the same problem for the country, you know, like the violence of FARC and the violence of the cartel.